Katrina, tell us the last time Tone turned you on.
Nessa, I told you I don't want to talk about that stuff.
You know, here's the thing about being annoying like yourself. The fact that you think that getting turned on is only with juices, you know, being exchanged or some type of kind of, you know, intimacy just shows, I don't know, the problem. You don't have to be turned on in the bedroom all the time. That's not how it works. Or maybe it does for you, and clearly I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe you got an OF and we just don't know about it.
No, but anytime someone says
OnlyFans.
turn on, I think of in the bedroom.
Yeah, so when was the last time Tone turned you on?
Okay, not in the bedroom,
Doesn't
just
matter.
in life.
It doesn't matter. It could have been the bedroom. It could have been, when was the last time? Whatever fits in the last time, that time frame, we want the answer.
Probably at our most recent Know Your Rights camp.
Okay, so what was it about that turned you on?
He was just there. He did a great job. It's like such a big event, right? And
Right.
a lot of work goes into it. So I've seen the work he puts into it. And then when we're finally there, he's leading, he's talking to people, and just he's being a boss.
powerful.
Yeah.
He's a leader.
He's powerful. He's a leader, and he's just the boss.
And that turns you on.
I
Power.
guess. Not power.
Leadership.
Because he's also like...
Money.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, he's just very nice about it. And he's very like, okay, there's this situation where I kind of wanted to snap on someone, right?
Is this real life?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
real life. So someone was just saying something snarky that I heard. Recently.
Okay.
At the camp.
Okay.
It wasn't a student. It wasn't a volunteer. It was just some other outside.
Right. Like
Somebody
venue
that was
person.
just, yeah.
Right.
And they're saying something snarky. And I was there with my daughter, so I didn't say anything.
Right.
And I was going to say, let him say one more thing, then I'm going to be snarky back.
Right.
I didn't say anything. Tone comes in the room later.
By the way, you haven't told me about the snarky person.
Yeah. So Tone comes in the room later.
I want to know who it is because I'm going to go all the way to St. Louis and figure out
So
what venue.
Tone comes in the room later.
Uh-huh.
And the guy is there and he needs something moved. And Tony's just being really, really sweet to him. So we're like, hey, doesn't know that he was snarky a second ago.
Okay, so he doesn't know.
No idea.
Okay.
He's being really sweet to him. He does what the guy needed because, you know, it was a little bit of inconvenience where some of our stuff was, right?
Right.
So he did it. And, you know, if I had been snarky, like just seeing him
Be
lead
mean.
with so much kindness,
Yeah.
it helped bring me back to, all right, I didn't need to be snarky then. We got to the result we needed. And that guy was probably mad because all of our stuff was everywhere.
Yeah, so you guys were the annoying.
We were probably the annoying ones. And he was giving us that energy based on what
all
he
your
thought.
stuff being all over the place.
Right.
So he's probably venting to his friend right now. Like, can you believe
Well, here's
this
the thing.
girl and her kid?
No.
And then it was her husband guy, whatever.
No, the husband guy was actually, there's no reason for us to call him husband guy if you've listened to
Well,
any of our shows.
Right, but the guy doesn't.
The guy doesn't.
He's venting right now. We're
Right.
pretend world right now. You could tell it's just, I'm a mom now. So pretend,
Yeah.
you know, you say, hey, pretend. So
You
in
know, you be
pretend-
the guy. You be the guy.
Yeah. You be snarky. You be mean.
No. It was just we had stuff around, and he was just very nice. And Tone was just very nice to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have went left if I gave him that energy. Then I told Tone about it. It would have been a
Right.
problem.
Oh, yeah.
But bottom line, the whole reason that was a problem was because no one let him know that our stuff was going to be in there.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not even his fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
No, it's the person that was supposed to let him know that our stuff was going to be.
Who
in
was
their
that
fault.
person? You?
The contact. The
Tone?
contact. No, the contact to the venue.
Okay. Well, it's your fault in my book.
In my book.
In my book, it's your fault.
It's not our fault. Anyway, that was the last time because not
Because he
only
was a boss and he was
a
just
boss
running
and-
the show. You
and
know
then
what
he
it
was very
is?
nice.
I'm going to have like a therapeutic moment with
Let's
you
do
right
it.
now. It's because you're so busy being a boss every single day.
Yeah,
You call the
okay.
shots. Honestly, you're pretty bossy.
I'm bossy.
Hey, Khalees, but you're bossy.
I'm
right?
sorry. I think I've gotten better. No,
Yeah,
I had a moment when I was really bad.
We'll address that in a second. So I think it's one of those things like, because it could be overwhelming at times.
Yeah.
It was nice to see Tone in his element and you not running the show.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just think that's a real conversation amongst women. We don't always want to run the show,
Yeah.
especially in our relationships, especially if we've spent all day
Yeah.
being career driven,
Yes.
running the show.
Yes.
Please just make a decision.
You make the decision.
Not only do you make the decision, but please execute whatever the
not
decision it
just
is
that.
that you want, because I am tired. I had a long day.
was gonna say, and not just that, make the right decision. Like it'll be like 3 different outfits that you could have chosen, and you're choosing the wrong one. He's like, well, why didn't you just tell me? Why don't you just know that she should be wearing this outfit?
Okay, see, you could tell they're like a wound just opened because nobody knows what you're talking about right now.
No, it'll be like, I don't care. You get her dressed.
Who's her?
My daughter. So it'll be Tone and I. This will be the conversation. I'll be like, you get her dressed because I've been feeding her. And now it's your turn to get her dressed because you're already dressed and I'll go get ready.
Right.
He was like, well, what socks? I just pick whatever socks.
Right. Just get it done.
Apparently, he picks the wrong socks because apparently I'm like, why did you pick those socks? He's like, you said pick whatever socks.
So why are you mad?
He's picking these socks that we never put on her that go up to her knees. Like, pick up some comfortable socks that you know she wears. Or if she's going to wear Crocs, she could wear the thick socks. But if she's going to wear her boots, put the thin socks on.
Right.
Those are just things like, do I have to spell it out?
Yes. I think that's the moral of the story in all relationships. There's always someone who is spelling it out, which clearly is us.
And someone who can't spell.
Someone who can't spell.
Or read.
Or here's the thing. They just spell their own language and their own words. And it's just, that's just how relationships are.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. And, that's why I think the reason I asked that question is because it's the simplest things that make me happy that turn me on.
Yeah, I was going to say, when's the last time Colin turned you on? Vroom,
you know
vroom.
what? You know what? When he finished the performance reviews for our employees.
You know what? This is
swear, I was so excited. I ran to him and I hugged him and I kissed him. I was like, "Thank you so much."
This
for
is
the
kind of
performance
sad.
reviews.
This is kind of sad. It's
Is
not.
it?
Oh, when he brought us flowers.
Yeah,
or when he took us out on a date.
No.
It's like, no, when he finished this big pile of work that needed to get done.
Going through his bills. Ooh, I love it. Right? Like, are you kidding me?
Ooh, tell me more. Whisper more.
That's it. That is the way to my heart. But really, what gets to me, what is like, if you want to make me happy, is that I'm just not a morning person. So anytime Colin can watch our baby girl and just hold it down for breakfast until I just get some coffee in my system. And I start to, remind myself that today's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
I don't care who's going to piss me off, including Katrina.
I knew it was coming.
There's a high possibility she's going to piss me off. In fact, now I've learned a new technique. I warn you.
You lower the bar.
No. You do a really good job with my standards. And, it's not an easy standard. I set a very high
You warned
bar.
me the other day and I still didn't come.
No, you did.
I tried my best, but my computer broke.
Yeah, you were a bit lagging.
That was
what saved you, is that your computer broke.
My computer broke.
Old me wouldn't have had any compassion.
Yeah.
New me, I have compassion.
I did my best.
I know you did. And I acknowledge that your computer broke, but I said it nicely. I said, hey, having a day? You're kind of
frenetic energy.
Your energy was slow. Well, you were a little frantic,
frazzled.
And you sounded like you didn't sound it, but I can just tell your work was frazzled.
There's a lot going on.
You were lagging in things that usually are done.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, what kind of goddamn day are we going to have with this girl, right? So
and you had texted me too.
I texted you early in the morning.
Don't piss me off today.
That's how I start some days.
You know what? You actually don't have to text me that because every day I think, don't piss you off today.
No. But
like, there's not one day where I'm let me just mail it in.
No. I don't think you ever mail it in, but sometimes I think you need to know the kind of energy I'm on.
I do, and I hate it when you text me that because I'm
do you?
Oh, it's not going to be fun today.
That's not true.
Well, I don't know. Day. Yeah, and I didn't know. I thought it was going to be like, oh. All right, let's tighten up.
No, you know what? You've just gotten better.
Button up my shirt.
Katrina, you've just gotten better that you have a job, right? Like you've just gotten better at the fact that things need to get done. Like it's not, I think, like maybe 12 years ago or maybe last year or something like that. Like I think
last year.
I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
I think there was a disconnect with you to pick and choose the work that was going to get done.
What? I had more work on my table.
No, even before then. Like, it's just,
I did.
I think there was like a concept. I think you made the rules in your mind because you're so bossy. Like, I think you determined and dictated what you thought should get done. And then, hey, the rest, I'll get to it when I get to it. But you have gotten better in the sense of like, you understand all of these things are really important. yes, maybe like I'm gonna work on task number 3 in a different way, but you understand that task number 3 still needs to get done within the deadline. Now, I may not, let's say we have 5 tasks. So we'll try to break it down in simple numbers. All 5 things are due per day, right?
Yeah.
How you get them done, maybe before I liked it done in a particular way because the particular way provided different kind of outcomes that I liked, right? In a certain nuanced, sequenced way, right? Yeah. For you, what I've realized, the best way to work with you is just, I need all this done. I don't care how you get it done. Just get it done. And it's worked. Also with a certain tone of, please don't piss me off today, right? And I think when I say that, you'd be like, you know what? I don't want to do that to her. I do. I really feel like you make a conscious effort like, hey, I don't know what Nessa's going through. Like life is lifing, right?
Life is lifing.
So I do feel like you do make a concerted effort to make sure I'm okay.
Regardless if you don't want to be pissed off or not, I do.
Yeah. No, I do. I feel that. And I do think you're doing a great job. And that's like my turn on, right? In the sense of like, if I want to have a peaceful day at home by the end of the day after work, as long as you haven't pissed me off, guess what? I'm going to be in a great mood.
That's tough. That's tough. There's too much pressure on me for your happiness.
It is. It's unhealthy. It's toxic. That's like how relationships are. You shouldn't base your happiness on somebody. But you know what? To be honest, it does.
So your turn on is Colin getting work done that needs to get done.
Or like I asked him to fold all of our baby girls' clothes.
Yeah.
I'm praying to God when I go home today that right when I walk in, I do not see an eyesore of this pile, this mountain that's on the couch of clothes and things that need to be hung up. I'm praying. I don't know. It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I wouldn't blame him if he didn't, because today I've been here. We're working. You could tell it's night outside.
Yeah.
So he's been with our daughter.
Yeah.
So, and I know how it is when you fold laundry around a toddler.
And it's not folded.
You fold it and then now it turns into a flag and it's like waving around and she's throwing it. She thinks it's like, it's a game. So we'll see.
We'll see. So that's your turn on.
Yeah.
And I pulled this article, Nessa. It's actually funny that we were talking about it, is that the number 74% of women say that the thing that turns them on the most about their partner is cleaning.
Oh, yes. Clean up.
There you go.
I love a clean house.
Me too.
I'm obsessed with a clean house. I don't think you do.
I love a not messy house. So that's different.
Well, I think it's both for us, right? But
I love a not messy house. But you know what?
I don't think that's capable for you.
It is. I've come to terms with the fact that it won't be because of certain factors, AKA Tone has a lot of that he doesn't put away.
Right. I don't think it's going to ever be possible for you guys. I don't.
It's not. That's why I'm whatever about it.
So you chalked it up. I think that's actually very interesting that you're able to do that. Like you're able to accept that, to look the other way.
It's our bedroom. Like I cleaned the pantry. I did it. I took stuff out, cleaned it, organized it.
Is it a disaster after?
There's a lot of stuff that just got tossed out, but it's as good as it's going to get.
Meaning has Tone messed it up since you've organized it?
Because I went to IKEA and stuff and I've gotten things to organize. I was like, this is how it's going to be.
Right.
I've cleaned her toys. We got to IKEA. I've organized. I've done this. I've done a lot. Her closet. Like he's not doing these things.
Right.
The front closet, all these things. Now the only thing left is our bedroom where a lot of stuff has just piled and piled and piled. He has a desk piled with things. So he's using my desk. Now it's piled with things. Guess where he was working at yesterday? The dresser. He pulled the chair up to the dresser. But anyway, not that I'm not cleaning because there's just a big box of stuff that needs to be sorted. But at least
whose stuff is it?
It's mine, Tone's, Amara's. It's
so why don't you guys just clean it?
It's like 3 big boxes of stuff that remember we moved from
5 years ago?
No, the studio moved.
Oh yeah.
So we had a bunch of stuff and all that stuff. Like it's just things that need to be sorted.
It's tedious work. It's
a
exhausting.
Lot of work. And then you know what? But the thing that I can say that at least I give myself credit for is at least I have it in a way where it's not all up in the area. Like I asked Tone and he knows it. I'm like, yo, for my birthday, all I want is clean house. Clean this crap up.
Is it too much to ask for?
I don't think so. And he'll have, shades of motivations. Like, you know what? Because he'll see me do stuff. So I'm gonna take care of my mess today. I'm like, all right. And I just say, all right. I've heard it too many times before.
Heard it all before.
So yeah. Anyway, I agree. I think cleaning is a turn on.
So basically, we're never going to be turned on because by the standards that you just shared and how Tone lives his life, looks like you're never going to be turned on again.
And you know what though? But the kitchen that he cleans and the food that he cooks and this and the humidifier he fills up,
everything that Tone does,
all of those other things is like I'm making it sound like he does so much,
right?
That I can live with his messy desk.
Yeah, because basically at the end of the day, what you just had right now is a breakthrough moment of how ungrateful you are.
No, I've known it, which is why I lived through a messy desk.
You're ungrateful.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay. Well, when was the last time you turned him on?
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think
Hold
we should
on, I'm
ask him.
texting him right now.
Are you really texting him right now?
Yeah, I just texted. When was the last time Katrina turned you on?
Come on.
Well, I'll be waiting all day.
Okay, let's go. Come on.
Well, meaning like I don't think he's ever going to respond.
Yes.
Meaning like you're ungrateful and you haven't done anything for him.
That's
probably
so ridiculous. The answer.
When was the last time you did anything nice for Tone?
What is today? April?
Yeah. 2025.
I just kind of know where we are in the
Right.
scheme of life.
Yeah, 2025.
Maybe when I held it down when he was gone traveling for camp or gone traveling with your boo, like he's out.
Yeah.
So I got to hold it down. Hopefully that's a sense of, oh, thank you for holding it down.
Yeah.
And
No, I
she's
think
here and
it's
fun.
viewed as you're the mom.
I don't think he does it that way.
We'll
Because
see.
he holds it down when I have to work long days, and I do that often.
But do you think that is expected as someone who works in a capitalistic society?
Oh gosh.
Like meaning we should appreciate any help, right?
Right.
But is it expected? Like, aren't you expecting him to make sure that things, at home, because it fits in his schedule more?
Yes, but he hasn't,
like, if he's
hasn't
working
given
on
me
the-
no static about it. Like,
Yeah, but meaning if he's on the road working, isn't it expected that you have to take care of
course,
your guys' kid?
Of course, but he doesn't make me feel bad about having to
no.
work.
No,
so
no.
That is where I'm like, okay, cool.
But-
and I don't feel bad. I'm like, oh, hurry up and come home. I'm like,
Yeah.
go have fun.
Yeah,
Get up out
no.
my hair, bro.
Have you noticed that when Tone goes out and spends time with his buds, like he is a nicer person at home?
Yes, he is.
Why do you think that is?
Probably because he's a social guy.
Yeah.
And, we're at a different point in our lives where, we're working and we're taking care of our daughters. So
Right.
it's not like we're just kicking it.
Yeah.
And we're at, again, a different point of our lives. Yeah, we're not young and we're not outside. So
You're inside,
we're inside.
avoiding each other.
Taking care of things. Yes, avoiding each other, apparently.
But no, the reason I asked that is because what does that say about our relationships in general?
I said, when you said that your turn on was him getting a pile of work done, it feels sad.
It's so fulfilling for me.
I mean, but 74% of other people feel this way. So is that just what relationships are?
Yeah, I think so at the end of the day. And I just think you pick and choose what you're willing to get worked up about.
Yeah.
I just love when bills are paid. My anxiety goes down. And I think it's the trauma that probably I grew up with and the fear of what the consequences would be if I did not take care of those responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So big ups to my parents, especially my dad, who literally instilled fear in me in not completing my assignments. And there was a time where I wasn't.
Yeah.
And then the stakes got higher and higher. And then the stakes are just so high now to just be playing with things that you can't. It's adult life things and we got deadlines.
Yeah.
So, the stakes are too high to play with it. Plus, when you have a kid, you just want to be better. And you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be the bills.
It doesn't have to be the bills. You're right.
No, we don't want that. Like I said, I was being messy. I admit that the last, I don't know what episode it was, but I talked about like how my credit card, the auto pay was on. I don't know what I did. My ambition to have it set on full amount or whatever. But all that to say, I was spending a lot of money because I was doing a lot of work. And yes, most of my money that I spend is obviously paying bills, making sure our daughter's okay, but also like really investing in our show.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything. Like I'm not out here buying Birkin bags and stuff like that. Is that how you even pronounce a Birkin bag?
I assume.
Because that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I just, that's not what I'm spending it on, right?
Right.
And so I'm not knocking somebody else who does. If they got it, they got it. But I'm just saying responsibility is knowing when my credit card balance is due and what am I putting towards it.
Right.
And not to be in the red, not to overdraft. I haven't made those kind of mistakes in a long time.
Wow.
But I did.
Yeah.
So here we are, which reminds me of Birkin bags. Did you see when Cardi talked about her daughter? She, I guess, drew a little heart on her Birkin bag.
Oh. Yeah, I did see that.
And, you know, obviously, Birkin bags are very expensive. Maybe a couple, what was it, like $60,000?
Yes. But here's my question, because I think that was wild that her daughter decided to use a marker and write on the bag. Like, why? But why? That is my question.
We can
Why?
unpack that because it could be two things or a couple things. Let me
Okay.
not say two things. One, it could be maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she is out the loop of how expensive things are. Also, she's a child.
Mm-hmm.
So the concept of money, of understanding something worth $60,000, like, I mean, let's be real. I think even a baby genius, do they really
Yeah.
I also think maybe she just wanted to draw a heart.
Yeah, well, she can write it somewhere else. Paper, even the wall, because you can paint it. It was a $60,000 bag, Nessa. How do you even clean that?
I don't know.
And what? That's done? Or maybe
Right.
she'll be an artist and it'll be like
Worth
oh,
a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Because I think people do that. They do artwork on really expensive things and then it becomes even more expensive.
Yeah, she could sell it.
So honestly, Cardi should be thanking her daughter for turning this bag into actually art that matters by having this heart on it.
Yeah, the value went up.
Yeah, it did. I just think it's cute. But, you know, then again, I'm a softie. We just were talking about this in the studio.
Right.
With the singer Melanie Fiona. I'm a
Yes.
softie. If my daughter's like, hey, do this, and I do it. Whatever she wants. So if
Right.
she was going to draw or spray paint on whatever I deem valuable, I would just be like, okay,
All right, you got it.
you got it. Did we burn down anything? No, everything's okay.
Amen.
We'll figure it out.
It helps you in the long run.
Right.
It does. As long as it's within reason.
Right. Well, what is within reason when you're trying to make your kids happy?
Does it burn the house down?
No.
Does it harm them?
Maybe there's a little smoke in the house.
Okay, does it harm them? Does it
No.
harm you?
No.
How much did it cost to fix?
That's
Those are
debatable.
my within reason
Right.
things. Like, how much work did I have to do to clean up your mess?
Right. Yeah, we have different thresholds. But to be
Yeah.
honest, sometimes when you're so desperate
Yeah.
and you don't want to hear the cries, you don't want to debate.
Take it.
It's fine.
You can have it all.
You want to destroy the Birkin?
Have it. Nah, I don't know. I couldn't
Listen,
do that.
if I got a Birkin,
Mhm.
I'm not even trying to be funny. That probably means I could get another Birkin.
Oh, my bad.
Right?
Put it in the bag.
Right?
No. What if you saved up for your one status symbol so that you could be outside with
Cardi
your
does
one
not have
single
a
Birkin.
Birkin bag, right?
Still, you wouldn't get mad that $60,000 is down the drain.
If I had Cardi money,
I would get mad at my daughter.
I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't like it, but I'm not tripping.
She's in trouble.
Oh, no, she's not in trouble.
You
I
have
mean,
to be.
We'd have a conversation about it, right?
She's
Like,
in
hey,
trouble.
that's a bold statement. If I have Cardi B's money, who just launched a fashion and beauty line, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's her net worth? Look at Cardi's net worth.
Okay, so what's your threshold for getting in trouble then? Tis, dun, 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 according to Celebrity Net Worth, 80 million.
80 million?
60K is a lot of money.
Of course, for us. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money for her. I'm not going to pocket watch, but I'm saying if I had $80 million and our daughter drew a heart on a bag, I would be so happy. I would keep that bag. I would show it to her as she grew older and be like, I wasn't a fan of it then, but I kept this to show you how much of a rebel you were.
You need a nap. You need something. You got soft, S-O-F-T.
You know what, Katrina, in life, you got to pick and choose your battles. I actually learned it from you. I actually believe that you and your childish behavior has prepared me to be the mother I am today with a child.
You're
Because
welcome.
I know how to pick and choose battles.
I've always pick and chosen my battles.
How long? I keep getting stuck on knowing you for 12 years, but I feel like that was like 5 years ago. So how long have we've been in each other's lives?
Let's say,
and you know, I don't count on your math.
Let's say 09. Yeah,
Okay.
because I gave you wrong information once.
Okay.
2025 minus 2009 is 16 years.
Okay.
Right?
16 years you have been preparing me to deal with childlike behavior, right? You pick and choose your battles. For example, remember back to the 5 tasks that we talked about?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I pick and choose which ones I need immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the same thing with a child.
All
You
I'm
got to pick and
saying-
choose your battles.
I agree, but all I'm saying is if your child writes on a $60,000 bag,
And I got Cardi B's money.
the child better get a slap on the wrist, trouble, something.
What are they? Child services is going to come to you. They
slap
already
on the wrist.
feel a way about you about the caffeine story.
A slap on the
The
wrist
mistake
doesn't
that you
mean
did.
like
A literal.
physical.
Yeah, I know.
Just like, hey,
Yeah, but you know the internet's the internet. They can't tell the difference.
you
so you
are
have
not
to say
supposed
that.
to write on this. This is
Yeah.
expensive. Don't touch this.
Yeah, I would say
You're in
hey,
trouble.
I don't know about the your trouble thing.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
I think I would
That's
say,
it.
hey,
No TV for a week.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Could you hold your daughter to that?
I could.
When was the last time you held her to the, we'll say, quote unquote, rules?
I threatened her yesterday.
With what?
She didn't want to put a snack away. They went to Costco, right? So they
Right.
got these Costco boxes. I said, Amara, go. And I was trying to already finesse it. I'm like, Amara, go be my big helper and put that
Right.
put that in the closet and organize it for me. You know, I'm trying to give her things that make her feel
Empowered.
empowered,
Right.
helping.
Right.
She was like, no, I don't want to. I said, Amara, come on, help me. No, time's passed. It's continuing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Amara, put that snack away or I will have your dad return it. And I'm not kidding. And while you're at it, pick up all these other snacks because she opened a different snack box.
Damn.
I was pretending they were food for her toys. And I let her. I said, Amara, no, don't take it out. It's already organized. She said, it's okay. I'll organize it. Again, I said, okay. I said, Amara, and you know this box of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Go put it away. She said, I need you to help me. I said, no, Amara, remember, you said you were going to organize it. So put it away right now, or I promise you, and I'm not kidding, I'm going to have your dad return this because Costco takes anything back.
Right.
And I would have had him do it.
Right.
But I guess she saw it in my face and she got up.
How old is she now?
3 and 8 months.
It's probably the first time you've ever done this.
She got up, she started putting it away.
Yeah.
And I was dead serious.
I had reposted this parenting tip from someone who's clearly more experienced and wiser than us. I got to find out who it was. Anywho, they basically said we should pull out certain kinds of tactics from our parenting toolbox. One of them being a stern voice with the countdown, or maybe it was the countdown, like take that out. That doesn't
right.
really work.
Right.
And I had reposted it because I was like, well, you, Katrina, told me to do the countdown method.
The count works for us.
It does not work with our baby.
Probably because you've gotten to 1 and nothing happens.
Well, what's supposed to happen?
I don't know.
What number are we supposed to count to?
I go 1. Right when I hit 2, she's up and doing whatever I asked her.
But what's going to happen?
I don't know, but she thinks something's going to happen. I'm going to tell her to go to timeout. I'm going to tell her go in the room, turn the light off. I'm going to do whatever. I'm like,
Right.
all right, that's it. Go sit over there. Like I've had times where she's bothering me. Like, go over there.
Right.
And isolate yourself. And maybe
Right.
that's not, maybe there's some reason she shouldn't do that. But
Sure. There's always a reason for everything.
yeah, either way, I just do 1 in that line. 1.
Right. Do it now. Like, I want to hear how you
Okay.
reenact it.
Let me get in the zone. Amara, 1.
Oh, that's good.
It's just like that.
Again.
I can't. I have to muster it up because I'm pissed at that point.
Right.
1. Then she'll just
No. The first one was good.
add more bass.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I really
Do the
felt
bass.
it.
Do the bass.
I don't know because
Let me hear
not
it.
Pissed right now.
1.
Yeah. I barely get to 2. I go 1 and she gets up. She gets up, whatever she's doing. I don't think tone counts.
I either go, you do it or mama do it.
Yeah.
And, she'll give me a smile, but I would start doing this.
Yeah.
I do it.
So that's kind of like your accounting.
That's my countdown.
1. No, not like that. That
No,
was
she
fake.
wouldn't believe me. That doesn't believe. I have to look at her and be like, you do it or mama do it?
Yeah.
And then she'll go, smile. And then I'm like,
She's trying to
okay. Like the minute
Is
I go,
this how it is?
Okay, exactly how I go, okay.
Because you don't seem like you're gonna do anything.
You do it or mama do it?
That's probably why. You gotta give her a little bit of the exasperation.
You do it or mama do it? I can't do it. That's
Even
so
that.
mean.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Like with clenched jaw?
I've given her that before. I'm like, Omar,
You need
I'm
therapy.
not playing with you.
You're exhausted.
But there's only a few
You're
times.
at your wit's end.
No, it's worked, but it's only a few times.
Here's the thing, I'm always at my wit's end.
Yeah, see,
But
I'm
I
not.
have just learned to compartmentalize really my feelings and suppress it and just bury it down deep. No matter how much I'm going through in life, the frustration, whatever
Yeah.
it is, and I'm just exhausted by the end of the day, you do it or mama do it.
See, that's why.
That's all I got in me. It's like a battery in my back, right? What I have left by the end of the day
Yeah.
is like a blade of grass.
Yeah.
Because most of my energy and my patience has been wasted on you at work. So,
How'd it come back to me?
so meaning I've emptied out the
Yeah, I
energy.
get it.
So really, actually, maybe that's why our daughter loves you so much, because she's like, "Ooh, you get it right
Thanks
for
to
me."
Auntie Katrina. No, but for real, I
Mom
think
has no energy.
we give
Yeah.
them so much,
I know.
space to do whatever.
Do you think, I don't remember how it was when I was growing up. I don't know if my parents gave me the kind of space that I give
No,
our daughter.
I was a bad kid. I was always testing. I always thought I was smarter and faster, and I'd be testing them.
And what happened?
Slick mouth.
Was there any consequence?
Probably every now and then, but I was
Boy, nothing's changed. That's crazy.
slick mouth. But anyway, like I give her so much space that when I'm serious, she needs to know. Like,
Right. But
no,
do
that's
kids-
it.
but
Get
do you
up
think-
now. One.
But do you think kids know that?
I do. I think she knows that I'm not playing no more.
Yeah.
That I'm not.
Well,
like,
you've threatened to take her snacks away.
Well, I told her put it away.
Right.
If you can't literally carry this snack to 2 feet away and put it in the closet,
Then you shouldn't be having this
you
snack.
shouldn't be having the snack.
Keep the same energy.
I do. With the snack, I had no problem. Now
Right.
the toys, I don't know. Can I return it or not? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. With the snacks and the stuff from Costco.
But if you say you're going to take the snacks back and
Yeah, and she didn't. I 100% in my mind.
You have
would
to stick to it.
Grabbed it, put it in
For
there, and
sure.
put it in the box and packed it back up
Yeah.
and said, we're returning this.
Here's the thing, it's so much easier to say what should be done when it's not you. Like
Yeah.
me, I'm just soft. Our baby runs me.
Right.
Doesn't run Colin, but
Right.
runs me.
Right.
I mean, what do you want me to do?
So we need tips. I think we should ask our audience.
Yeah.
To
How
give
do
us
we
tips.
become better leaders?
How do we
For our
not let our
kids.
kids run all over us?
Oh,
Colin has it figured out. So does Tone.
Colin, I'm just convinced because he's super duper athlete and was just very clear and meticulous of how he wants his life structured
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Pre me.
Yeah.
Like this is who Colin is through and through. I don't want to say he doesn't feel bad.
Yeah.
But he understands the assignment. He
Yeah.
knows what
Yeah.
needs to happen and can override any soft feeling he has in his heart. Right? Me, the soft gooiness comes out my heart. I'm like, okay, whatever you want, you just get to do it. It's just fine.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this. You want to, do your thing. You want to throw and empty out a carton of wipes
Yeah.
and
do
just
it.
empty like this in one sitting and throw it out
Loved
because you just want to explore.
Do it.
You didn't burn down the house. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Don't judge me. I know. I'm just holding on, you guys. Like
That's
that's all we try to do as great parents is we try to make sure our kids are healthy, happy, safe, and just learning about life and boundaries in a loving environment.
That's it.
And we're not going to get it right.
And we're not.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're going to try.
I mean, that's the key. I think if somebody wants to know what it's like to have a child and wants to be prepared, they should experience being with you.
Me?
Yeah, for maybe a couple months. It's true.
I'm not that bad.
No, not bad. But
And
there's
the thing
certain
is, I can
things.
clean up after myself.
You talk back.
I would have put the
you
snacks
talk,
away.
You talk back. You got slick mouth.
That's
you
just
test boundaries.
regular.
Sounds like a toddler to me.
And then you know what else Amara does?
What?
Tone got mad at her, right?
Right.
Got mad at her. And then she just turned, Dad, can I help you water the plants? Oh, there it goes. melted his ice cold heart.
So what did he do?
Nothing. He gave her a kiss and said, okay, come help me. And he literally just got mad at her about something because she kept sitting close to a TV we were watching.
Yeah.
He said, I told you, go back there. And she sat back and he's watering the plants. She goes, Daddy, can I help you? Oh, there you go.
My God.
Guess what? Guess who's not in trouble anymore?
Amara.
Little finesser.
Who's she learning from?
You?
Me?
I don't know.
She learned it from you. Remember when she was imitating you and you posted it?
Yeah.
And she was like reenacting you on a phone like,
I know.
I know. And you're like, who's she learning this from? I'm like, you. That's exactly how you talk.
I don't talk like that on the phone. She was like, I know. And then she goes, I already know that. And I was like, oh my gosh. She's like,
That
I
is
know. I already know that.
You know that's you, right?
Yeah, I already know that.
When was the last time you've said that or was thinking that? I could tell you when.
Okay, then tell me.
At the top of the week.
What?
I already know that.
What?
Somebody was trying to tell you something to do something that you already know.
But did I already know it?
You did.
Did I need to be told it?
But did you say, hey, I already know this. I'm better than you?
No, I didn't.
Well, you need to be more childish.
I need to be more childish.
You need to be more childish. Anyways, okay. So I don't know where that tangent took us other than the fact that the biggest turn on we can have is that our loved ones just pay their bills on time.
That's it. Clean the house.
Not even just pay your bills, like fold the laundry.
Clean the house.
Would you rather Tone make you a nice dinner
or
organize his mess?
That's so easy. Organize the mess.
Would you rather have him pay off a bill of yours or organize his mess?
Right now, this instant, pay off a bill of mine. I'll take a bill.
You're selfish. See, this is exactly why Tone doesn't do anything for you.
It's his mess.
Yeah, but the fact that
they're both for me. You pay my bill or you organize your mess because he don't care about it.
Yeah, but you're saying that you would rather him pay your bills.
You're asking me between the two options.
Yeah, that means like you're really actually selfish.
Not really, because he clearly doesn't care about his mess. So it's not going to do him any good. And just so you know, the mess is on his desk in our room.
The dresser?
Yeah, no, no, the other desk, his actual real desk. I bought him because he just wanted to work on some things. So I was like, let's get a desk for you because, you know, we're doing some work from home.
Right.
And it was a nice one that was standing or not standing. I got
that's really nice of you. That's sweet. That he should have been turned on. That was a really sweet gesture.
It together. I had to put it in the correct spot. Okay, he helped put it together. But if he would have never took the initiative to order it and he would have been working on the kitchen counter, like, bro, we need all this space. Like,
yeah, that was sweet though of you to do that. You are sweet. You are sweet when you want to manipulate someone.
No, I'm just sweet, I think, when I care for you.
When was the last time you did something sweet with me?
For you?
Yeah, but not to calm my hanger down, not to put me in a good mood at work. What's the sweetest thing you've done?
Those are two things that you would find sweet because
I do. You're right. I was just curious.
Outside of that,
I thought that was really sweet.
I'm sweet.
No, you're really good about that. You're very thoughtful. I think that's really sweet.
I try to be.
So right now, Tone comes to you and he decides to revamp his life, organize, put everything away.
Yeah.
Would you rather have that or him marry you and be messy?
Ooh.
But he's messy for the rest of his life.
That's actually a real good on par.
Ooh, that's a good question. Pick right now.
If you saw the mess, is what it is, because it's just
you guys are
so much stuff.
The option.
I'll get married because I'll clean this mess. It's fine. We've lived with this mess now for 2 years. I'm done. Good night.